Why hello there and welcome back to Let's Play 999. Last time we entered the room, the big hospital room with doors 3, 7 and 8. And apparently they are all locked. Good job checking that, Chumpy. Since last time I've also checked out the Wikipedia article on this game, both the English and the Japanese version, and well, I figured out which Japanese alias everyone has been using. Surprisingly enough, they are all puns on involving readings of the numbers. Kind of like they are in the English translation. And I've also looked up the age of every participant. So, I think I leave that until a little bit later when I need to fast forward text anyway. But there's something to look forward to, maybe. I also have their real names, but I can't exactly tell you. Well, I guess I can tell you Lotus's real name. It's Hasuki Kashiwabara. Don't ask me where that is actually spelled out. Her first name, anyway. That her last name is Kashiwabara, we already know from 7, whose real name, by the way, is not known within the game, or the canon surrounding it. Also, yeah, the reds in this room aren't working. Also ignore the Cthulhu-like decorations around the lever. It is not foreshadowing or anything. I ain't hearing no beep. Welp. We can fast forward this bit. No, we cannot. Oh. Oh. Welp. I'll believe that. Well, if it's not a mistake, then it was on purpose. Hey, it's Snake. We haven't seen much of this guy in quite some time. Really? Thing is, the guy is always absent. Well, for most of the game he is, anyway. Either way, we are reunited. Yep. they aren't very smart. And you can tell that Clover isn't particularly smart, considering her real name is apparently Clover Field. It's a thing. She's really good at coming up with code names. In its Japanese version, of course, her code name and probably also her real name are Yotsuba, the four-leaf clover. Naturally, I am not going to give you any spoiler information. Just telling you their age, their real name, as long as, well, it has any relevancy or we've heard it in-game already. Have I mentioned the age yet? And the Japanese alias they've come up with. Well, can we not fast forward this yet? I'm surprised, because the scene is pretty much identical to... How do I fast forward again? No, this is not it. Oh well, we'll be able to fast forward soon enough. Yeah, haha, the joy of being alive. If you're gonna sing that Still Alive song, you better explain what experiment you're planning. Ha, okay. Well, it's a thing. It's almost the same story as if we had come to this room first. Except, I guess we took longer in the kitchen. I would assume that would be because the others didn't have to escape from the freezer when they were there. And their puzzle solver probably wasn't involved in a lengthy cutscene conversation with Santa, discussing how he hates love and peace and all that fun stuff. Huh. Ooh. Yes, the Jupiter key. It should be behind door number 8 in the laboratory. there's the story of the... No? Why can I still not fast forward? This is annoying! Yes, they're gigantic and stuff. Oh well, since I can't fast forward or anything, let's go through everyone's real age and their Japanese alias. Starting from Ace. We already know his real name, because he's the CEO of Cradle Pharmaceutical. His real name being Gentaro Hongo. He's 50 years old, and in the Japanese version his, well, codename was Ichimiya, because he's very imaginative, I guess. Also, it annoys me to no end that I can't fast forward this, considering we've already seen that very same scene, basically. Oh well. I'll let it run through anyway. Because, well, primarily because the game says we haven't seen this before, and therefore there might be some interesting new information in between. Anyway, how about you, Snake? Don't know anything about his real name yet. Well, I guess I can tell you that his last name is Field, since he's Clover's brother. He's 24 years old. It's a thing, and in the Japanese version he was known as Niels, which is a perfectly fine German name for a boy, that is, which he is as well, so there's a thing. And of course, Ni is the Japanese word for two. Who'd have thunk it? Santa is also 24 years old, and he also went under the name Santa in the Japanese version. I guess that makes sense. So we already know about Clover. Or Yotsuba, except for the fact that she is 18 years old. It's a thing. Which is actually kind of surprising. What's even more surprising is that this isn't just the English age, after having been raised by about 10 years from the Japanese one. As game developers, or not so much developers, but localizers are wont to do. Usually someone is like 10 years old in the Japanese version of a game. They make him like twice as old in the localization. The one who was hit the hardest by that is, by the way, a person called Nier, who was but a young lad in the Japanese version who was really afraid for the life of his sister. He was then turned into a father who was concerned about the life of his daughter in the localized versions, and made so much older in the process. Welp. But yeah, everyone in this game is 18 years or older. In fact, Yotsuba Clover is the youngest at 18 years, everyone else is 21 years or older. Including but not limited to Jumpy himself. Speaking of people his age, June! Well, we know her real name real well. It's Akane Kurashiki. She's 21 years old, and in the Japanese version she went under the name of Murasaki, which I believe translates to magenta. Of course, the Mu in Murasaki being a pun on the number 6. As per usual. 7. As I've said, his real name is actually unknown. He is, however, 45 years old, and they didn't have to translate his name from the Japanese version. Because his name in there, his code name, was also 7. It's a thing. So, Lotus. We've talked about her real name before. Hazuki Kashiwabara, age 40. In the Japanese version she went under the name of Yashiro. Whereas the Ya is again a pun on the number 8. And the 9th man, I have nothing to say about him other than the fact that he's dead and we are not supposed to know anything else about him yet. I think. We might have come behind some of the truth during the safe ending, but I only remember the cool stuff with Snake and snaring Ace in the incinerator. Well, do I get to fast forward during that scene then, at least, please? Because game... Yay, only 137 to go. Well, Lotus, and our experiences have encouraged us to not trust you too much. Considering how you were acting while we were locked in the freezer, freezing to death. And having to explode our way out of there. Doesn't matter which rooms we've been chosen to explore. Well, you don't have any other options, so there's that. It's still a good idea you return because, well, you kinda need to go through those doors. However, we still can't fast forward crap. Oh, it's allowing me to fast forward now. Well, I'm most certainly not gonna take that away from you. Yeah, the things are working again, the reds. And Snake is gone, which upsets Clover just a little bit. So we've got a choice. It's not like it matters too much. Oh, right. And I hadn't thought of something else. Namely the fact that... you know what? Screw you, Santa. Yeah, it is absolutely not necessary to talk to these guys. And I could finish searching already. Huh. Well, I wanna at least check out Clover. I didn't even know you could just finish the search without going to every thing. At least I don't remember being able to do that. Hug her! Freaking Chumpy. Well, I want to talk to her just for plot reasons. I'm not gonna really listen to her though. Yeah. Why am I even going there? Ace, you got this. Yep. Can just finish searching. Oh, and Santa is even gone. Wow. Well, we could have checked out the casino and talked to Lotus, but Either way, I would like to... Yeah, you're right, Lotus. I would like to get to the decision point. Although it's rather obvious which way we are going to be going next time. And that is door number 7. A door I've previously gone through in order to get the knife ending on the south side of the flowchart. But Ace is poisoning himself with Soporil Beta, the one drug his company is most known for. And we are going to be heading through door number 7 next time on Let's Play in 999. I hope you were able to wring some amount of enjoyment out of this episode. This is Legion, and fare thee well.